Online Studios. Hello? Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Real ill.
It's illy as the program, skipping all that romance. It's different when it's written with your sense and not your program. Silly, I'll get that potency. To me, that's so po. Baby, it's slow po. Ain't no spills, this is real cocoa. No chill pills, no chill live here. From politics to kill bills, hip hop. Check this out, get your hip hop.
Hey yo, what's happening? Back off, we never left, man. Mother Nature was on some trash last week, man. Trash. See, that's the thing, man. Mother Nature's gonna let you know who the boss is, man. Always. So we had a lot of storms come through here, man. Come through the Cleveland area. We out here, studio out here on the west side. West side got here, right around here, Palmer Heights.
Yeah.
Tornadoes and all that. So we didn't have no power last week. That's why we wasn't in the joint. We ain't had no power, son.
I ain't had no power for like, I think a good 3-4 days. It was bad. Yeah, it was
that's
bad,
man. That's
it
bad.
was bad. You see where I live at.
Yeah.
I live in the forest, so you know.
We were lucky. We didn't lose power. We lost power. I was out on the road, and my wife had actually she just started back to work, so she works online. So she had to go down to Columbus at the start of every season, every year. She has to go down to Columbus for meetings and stuff like that. So she was in Columbus. I was gone. It was just my daughters.
Oh,
at
wow.
home. I can laugh about it now, but
they was freaking out, weren't they?
They was calling her, freaking out. Like my youngest, Kai, she was, on the phone screaming, trying to get her to calm down. And, Heaven is like trying to get Kai to calm down, but Kai's like, just yelling at Heaven because Heaven yelling at her. And it was just
a tornado.
Right. It was wild. We gonna die. We gonna die.
Yeah, I know. Because I need to go front. So when it came rolling in, I had no idea. I'm oblivious. I don't have live TV. I don't really do cable unless sports is on. So I had no idea. So I come upstairs. I'm trying to warm up some food. I look outside, Kev. The trees is sideways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay. Let me go ahead and see what's going on. I turn my phone on. Tornado warning. Please proceed. If you live such and such and such and such,
the basement.
Please get to the basement. I'm like, oh.
Mother Nature ain't nothing to play with, man.
Okay. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't go in the basement. I'm not. I'm one of them people that's gonna I'm going to stand there and watch it until it hits.
You one of the people that if you live down in Florida, the hurricane come, you're gonna have a hurricane party.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
A hurricane coming, I'm getting out the way.
Hurricane party sounds crazy.
I don't play with water. All that water, Kev? All that water? No, absolutely not. But the wind was all right. I mean, I was just sitting, I was outside looking at it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then the trees started falling. And I was like, oh, maybe I should get to be in the basement.
Mm-hmm. I don't even remember where was I don't even remember where was I at. I know I was somewhere out west. I was somewhere out west. That's all I know.
My girl was at Aldi's when she got the warning. She was walking.
Oh, no.
Snap.
She got caught in it.
No.
Her and the kids.
She didn't stay. They didn't stay at Aldi's?
Well, they didn't know. Like, they was trying to get back before it did change,
man. So where was she at?
She was
on the Aldi's on West 117?
Yeah.
Where's she at the walk to?
116th, but Madison.
I know where you talking about. I know exactly where you talking about. Oh.
I'm sorry, not Madison, Detroit.
Yeah. I know exactly where.
That sucks.
That's drenched.
They was mad drenched. So I'm on the phone with her before it hit our side. Mm-hmm. So when I heard like our sirens went off, the whole, not just the phones, but the sirens went off. So I get in the house, and then I just walked in like I'm making sure she cool because we on FaceTime and shit. And once it hit our house, everything like is just crazy. Water all in the house. We had to rush and close all the windows. And then a tree landed on one of our lines.
Mm-hmm.
So we had half power. But we thinking like everybody's have power because I know my girl didn't have no power. My mom didn't have no power.
Dang.
So I'm thinking like, maybe we just feeling that effects. We the only house on the street that's out. Like that's got half power. Everybody else got full power.
That's wow.
So my roommate has seen the line was down, and she was like, okay, ain't nothing happening, whatever. The next day I go to cook some eggs, turn the stove on, all the lights come on.
I hate y'all. I'm not even go front. Like it was so you see my house. Like if you ever came to my house, you would see like we live in the forest. Like there's like
they sure do
30 trees around. Yep. So mind you, it's a tree around the corner that fell, and then there was one further around. That bend that we go around and everything. Yeah, when I tell you this tree was huge and it took out like 2-3 telephone poles, the wires were down. There was a tree, I think, all the way up the street. It was a pine tree. The tree had uprooted and fell on the house. Like it didn't snap or nothing. The wind was so strong, it literally uprooted the tree. And the tree fell on the house.
And I was wondering, because I sent you that picture, and I was really wondering, like, I don't know how many, because again, my girl said the power like flickered for like a couple times, but we never lost power.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, why are all these trucks over here on where I live at? Because over here on the west side where you was at, like, y'all need. I'm like, why are these trucks over here?
Apparently, something like there's a stretch somewhere. I think like Willoughby and Willoughby Hills and some other. What's after Willoughby? Willowick. Yeah. Apparently over there they didn't have any power.
Oh, okay. Because I was because I sent you that picture. There's a lot of trucks. They were just there's a lot of trucks. I'm like, okay.
So I have no idea. I mean, because I remember it hitting Parma, and I had to call. A girl I know because she works at Valley View Movie Theater. I called her. I was like, y'all might want to get in the movie theater because it's coming.
Yeah,
and it's coming fast.
Yeah, I can't even remember where I was at, man. I might have been in Indiana when this was all going down. I might have been in Indiana, so I missed all of it. I didn't see no kind of severe weather. No, I got rain, but nothing like like y'all got here.
It was something to behold. And I tell you what, I mean, even if it was just like a little EF1, EF0, I was like, yeah, Cleveland ain't ready. No. We not ready for none of that. Like no major power outage or nothing like that. Yeah, no, they didn't know what to do. They literally had to wait from the trucks from Illinois to get here in order to start fixing stuff. I was like, okay.
Yep. I'll be honest though. The city didn't lose a beat.
No, we didn't.
Don't seem like it.
The city did not lose a beat. Everybody was still working. If you have power,
had to go work.
People were still like it was. I'll be honest. I ain't never seen nothing like it. We basically had a disaster, and everybody's moving like it was regular.
Whatever.
Right.
Power out. We got power here at work. You better bring your ass
to work. Yeah, so I missed all of it, man. I missed all of it. That's why we was out last week because there's no power around here. So, if you was looking for the show last week, you didn't hear it. That's why we didn't have no power last week. So check this out. I'm changing the subject, but so I was driving last week and a Michael Jackson song came on. I believe it was Human Nature, right?
Why?
Yeah, facts,
Tell him.
And so you can't sing it. You can't sing it. Nah, bro.
Why do me this way?
So I'm driving and I'm it just had the thought that popped in my head. I'm like, I can't fathom people or understand these people who think they can put Michael Jackson and R. Kelly in the same sentence. Like it's not even like you can't. I'm sorry. It's no R. Kelly and Michael. No.
Did you just see the confused dog head tilt I just gave you?
It's Michael and it's everybody else. I've said this before. I don't understand how you could listen. And here's an example. So so listen, you on one.
Wait. Hold on. Who? In what context and where was this at that they like R. Kelly and Michael Jackson? Like, don't get me wrong. I love R. Kelly. I think
didn't what's his name was saying that I think Boosie. Remember Boosie said that a while.
Well, Boosie's dumb.
Yeah.
Boosie is a dumb.
I think he was talking about the verses. He was like, "Who you gonna put against R. Kelly?"
Michael Jackson.
And he said that's like the only one. But even then, it's not like the king of pop versus the king of R&B. It's two different
genres. Like that's not.
But I'm thinking then I started thinking about Michael Jackson's catalog, right? And then like I'm just thinking, I'm going off of like when I think of Michael Jackson, I'm just staying on Thriller right now, right? You got 3 songs on that one album that are universally known. Beat It, Billie Jean, and of course Thriller. Those songs are universally known, right? Like you could be the most hardcore racist in America, but you know Beat It, and you know Billie Jean, and you know Thriller. And you probably know the words too. You probably sing the word too. You might hate the hell out of some black folks, but you know them 3 songs. Them 3 songs, you know, right?
And Human Nature, and PYT,
and Human Nature,
and Lady of My Life.
At the very least, you tapping your feet. At the very least,
you want to be starting something.
So when people try to, that's when people, right? When people try to talk about,
you just can't. You can't.
Michael and whoever else, like I said, like I was saying, Michael and R. Kelly, or Michael and this person. There is no. It's Michael, and then down here it starts the list of everybody else, and the one that even gets to stand in front of the door is Prince, right? But it's Michael and everybody else. So this, like, you could take Billie Jean and Beat It, right? And you could start.
It's Prince and Michael, and then everybody else.
No, sir. It is Michael and then
I was
Prince.
about to say I don't know what you're talking about with
Michael
that.
And Prince.
Now, if you want to put Prince second, you can do that, but don't. He ain't all the way down there. Don't do that.
No.
1A, 1B.
Michael is the only one that can stand outside the door. Prince is the only one that can stand outside the door of Michael's palace.
1A, 1B.
He can stand. He can stand right there.
He can stand outside the door.
He can stand.
He can't come in. He can stand outside the door. And I love me some Prince. He can't come in.
Stand right there.
He can't come in. He can stand outside the door.
Kev,
you could take. Listen to me. You could take Billie Jean and Beat It and Thriller. You can take them 3 songs. You can start here in the club in Cleveland. You can play them here in the club in Cleveland. Everybody gonna know them songs. You can go down to Houston, Texas. You can play them songs. Everybody gonna know them songs. You can go down to Panama. You can play them songs. Everybody gonna know them songs. You can go down to Brazil, play them songs. Everybody gonna know them songs. Go across to the UK. Everybody gonna know them songs. Go down to the Philippines. Everybody gonna know. Go to Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Alaska, Russia. Everybody gonna know them songs. Everybody
gonna know Little Red Corvette. They're gonna know Purple Rain. And they're gonna know When Them Doves Cry. And there's other songs they're gonna know too.
You think so? You think everybody know them?
Absolutely.
And I love Prince. I love Prince. But I just think it's Michael, and then it's the lower tier, man. Michael's on the tier on his own. That
ain't no slide. I understand what you're saying.
That's just on the Thriller album. I'm not even talking about Bad. I ain't talking about Bad and Smooth Criminal and Black or White and remember the time. Remember the time. Like I ain't even got.
Time was huge.
I ain't even got to them songs. I'm just talking about Thriller. I ain't got to them songs yet. I skipped right past Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, and it's Michael and everybody else. Sorry,
I'm still trying to figure out where would you even like? R. Kelly, really?
You can't. The only song from R. Kelly you could probably do is I Believe I Can Fly. That's probably the only R. Kelly song that everybody know.
No, everybody might know Feeling on Your Booty now.
Bump and Grind.
No. we know that song. You play Bump and Grind somewhere else. You play
little Bump and Grind. Okay.
You go to a white function. You go to a white function and play Bump and Grind. No, it ain't getting the same reception it's gonna get at a black function. No, sir. So I don't know. I was just thinking, like, damn, it's like, it's Michael Michael's on his own tier. Michael's is on a tier alone by himself.
Step in the Name of Love.
No, I don't even think that. We know that.
We know Step.
We know that. You go to the cabaret or something like that. They play that song. Everybody on the floor.
I don't understand. Okay, so he thinks that the only person. I don't think the only person that you could put R. Kelly in the verses is Michael Jackson. I feel like you could put you might be able to put some other people up there. You can't put Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson versus R. Kelly is a wash. That's just anybody's wash. That's we don't include Michael in these verses.
No, you can't really put Michael in the verses.
No, it's too much.
Because anybody you put him in.
Prince is I love Prince, but even Prince, you know what I'm saying? I love that one album.
Because anybody that you put against Michael Jackson, they probably done use some Michael Jackson stuff to make the songs. You know what I mean?
You said, who am I gonna put against R. Kelly?
I don't know who I could put against R. Kelly.
Yeah,
the only person you can put against R. Kelly is Usher. The only person.
Oh, that's not a bad. The
only person.
I don't know. I would rather put Usher versus Chris Brown.
Look, the only person that can go up against R. Kelly is Usher. Usher, with his catalog since he was 60, has dropped multiple albums that's had multiple hits on those albums. So the only person that goes against R. Kelly is Usher. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Name something off his very first album.
My Way.
That's not his first album.
I didn't listen to his first album. I've never heard his first album. This man didn't come into existence to me until My Way. You understand what I'm saying?
I never listened to it.
Never listened to his first album.
I listened to singles, never an album. I've never listened to an extra album all the way through, never. But if we're talking about songs and stage presence and who that, I think Usher
be it. That's it.
Yeah, Usher could roll with R. Kelly.
Now it's a whole different. It's a whole different audience. A whole different audience.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on.
Maybe not a whole.
Hold on, let me ask. What about? And I'm getting ready to go to the left. What about Justin Timberlake?
Nah,
I'm a huge fan of
against R. Kelly.
I'm a huge fan of Justin Timberlake. I mean, a huge fan. He showed me Janet Jackson Titty.
Yeah, he did.
He can't hold a candle to R. Kelly.
Okay, I'm trying to think.
He showed me Janet Jackson's titty.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what.
I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan.
R&B. I'm trying to think of any R&B singer that could. I can't think of one.
There is none. Why I keep telling people, I was like, okay, as much as he's a pervert, that man is still the king of R&B. It's just he's a pervert.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who could take that crown. I can't think of anybody that can take that crown.
There is none. There is none.
Just by default, I don't, without the charges, without all the, him being in jail and all that.
Yeah.
You take if you can separate that from his music.
Yes.
But I haven't. When's the last time you listened to R. Kelly song? It's been a long time for me.
It's been
a long time.
I just played it at the last show I DJ'd. So
really,
what'd you play?
What'd you play?
It was "Step in the Name of Love."
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to. If you was it a Black Function?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to. That's mandatory because the OGs and the aunties gonna get out there and be stepping to that song. They don't care. They don't care. They're gonna be out there stepping to that song. So you got to do that. That's mandatory. That's mandatory. So that's okay. But I can't remember the last time I listened to an R. Kelly song. I really can't. I can't think of the last time I listened to it. But I would just, I don't know why, listen, this is my song. When I'm out there, when I'm out there, I got a lot of time to think. And that just popped in my head. I'm like, it's Michael and then everybody else, man. Like there's no, like I saw somebody who did I see? I saw somebody on TikTok say that. I think, and I said, we talked about it on the show, that Taylor Swift was Michael Jackson famous. I'm like, nah, son.
Nah, that's not it,
son.
I wish y'all would cut
that out. Son. Ain't no way.
Can we please? I just maybe because I'm not a little white woman that I don't understand the significance of Taylor Swift. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
I don't.
Taylor Swift, mark my words, Taylor Swift is going to be instrumental in what happens in November. He's going to be very instrumental in this. I'm telling you right now.
That's fine. As far as
musically,
I don't get it.
I mean, I don't know. I Shake It Up is the only song that I even really know from Taylor Swift. So Shake It Up.
Like when they started comparing.
Crazy because it's Shake It Off. That's how crazy.
Oh, Shake It Off. Okay, Shake It Off. See, there you go.
See?
There you go.
See?
Shake It Off. See,
when they started comparing her to Beyonce, I was like, yo,
I know the one song. We will never, ever, ever get back together.
Oh, that's her. I've heard that song. That's her.
Never heard that song before.
Yeah, I've heard it. I know it was her though. I got teenage girls, so of course I've heard it.
I've never heard that song before.
I have teenage girls that go to a mostly white school, so yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it. There are songs that I've been playing, and you know, these like they're like, or like they may come up on a like a video game or something like that, or and they're like new songs. My daughter, because you know we don't really play the radio in my house like that, but you know my daughters go to public school. What you know, and I'm like, how you know this song? My youngest, she be singing around. I'm like, how you know this song? I heard it at school. I'm like, shh. But she can hear. My youngest daughter will hear a song. She can hear it one time, and like know half of it after hearing it. Like I don't know, something in her with her brain, man. That kid is like, it don't take her long to memorize songs, and she likes a lot of my old school stuff. So I'm not mad at that one bit, not one bit. I feel like I've done my job. If I die today, I've done my job. My daughter likes De La Soul and A Tribe Called Quest. My 14-year-old knows I left my wallet in El Segundo by Tribe Called Quest. So I mean, listen, my job's done. I could pass away tomorrow and that's it. My job's done. She's good. She's set for life. She knows A Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul. She's set for life.
She don't know credit score, but she know Tribe.
She know De La Soul.
As long as you know that.
Now you know De La Soul.
She know me, myself, and I.
But funny you say that though, man, because we know we're actually going through that with my oldest daughter right now because you know we opened up a bank account for her because she's got a job and all that, and we telling her like you know we trying to get her because you know let's keep it real, me and my wife, you know, we back in our younger days, our credit was jacked up, both of us. So we like, listen, we gonna do this for you, so you don't, you know what I'm saying, don't you get in that whole credit trap and all that kind of stuff. So we trying to work on it. My youngest, she want to get a job. I'm like, all right. You can do that, you know what I'm saying? You can get a little part-timer and start saving us some dough. We'll do the same for her. Open up a little bank account. And we gave my oldest the card to see if she could handle it. She couldn't handle it.
Man, that power, that card, man. That card, when you get 18, they send you them credit cards.
That girl, so she was doing good. Like she had saved up like $1,000 in her account. She was doing good.
You gave her that card.
Well, she was okay, so she's working at an ice cream shop, right? And so when the season was over, she had the money in her account, but what she was doing was taking her paychecks, depositing her paychecks, and then just her tip money was pocket money. Right. But then when it's you know closer to season, ain't no tip money. So now she dipping in here, dipping in there, dipping in here, dipping in there. Next thing you know, she down to $200. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, see, now there you go. She thought she had a lot of money. I said, no, son, you had
$1,000 ain't nothing.
You had $1,000. No, that ain't nothing. You had $1,000. See how quick you went through $800?
Yes.
So now she getting back on it. She trying to replenish the account and all that kind of stuff. So it's like this. If you two ever get to the teenage point, this is what you in store for, man. That's what you in store for. That's what you in store for.
We're gonna have kids first.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, you might want to get on it, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you don't, hey, man, live your life, son. Live your life.
You can at least practice.
only takes one sperm.
I'm about to say it only takes one sperm. That's how you mess up, sir. Yeah. It only takes one.
It only takes one, son. It only takes one.
I ain't trying to have no baby mamas around here.
Don't do it. Hey, listen, man. Get married first. If you're gonna do it, get married first, man. Because the baby mama stuff, don't do that.
I was about to say you already know my origin story. We just talked about my origin story. So
get married first, man. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Ain't no need for the baby mama drama. Although now dudes out here getting alimony and all kinds of stuff. You know, famous dudes anyway, getting alimony and all kinds of stuff. Dudes out here winning. Who's the dude with Mary J. Blige? Kendu.
Get your money.
Get your paper.
Get your money.
Know your worth, kings. Get your papers.
Get your money. You provided me with a lifestyle that I no longer.
Who was it? Somebody just got and
it was somebody just I can't remember.
I can't remember the dude, but the dude was like, nah, I need to stay accustomed to the lifestyle I've been living.
Just lifestyle she provided for me. I
need that, Judge. And Judge like, yeah, cool, you got it. I need that.
Women are bad.
Hey, sorry.
They are salty about that. You must be sassy if you need the money like that. You ain't no real man.
Okay, run my coins. Run my coins.
Please.
Like make like Sonic. I need all mine. I need all my coins. All of them, son. Yep. Facts. Run my coins. I need all that. So, all right. So listen. Okay, Phil. I know you ain't said. We're gonna get out the way because I know. Yes. Okay. Aaron Judge, 300 home runs. Congratulations, Aaron Judge. Yeah. Congratulations. No, on the real though, Aaron Judge is some kind of special, man. That dude is out there raking.
Aaron Judge is the best baseball player in the MLB right now.
Oh, well, maybe right. Yeah, you got to put that right now on it because I think overall it's Shohei Ohtani, but. You know,
yeah, but Shohei ain't playing right now.
So hey, I just saw Shohei got struck out, man, for the final out again. So they blew right by him. Even Shohei is mortal. So now, what's he? The fastest to 300?
The fastest to 300.
Okay. Congratulations,
wow.
Aaron Judge. Congratulations, Aaron Judge. I guess. You know what I mean? You know, it is what it is. I need to get down to the Guardians, man. I haven't been to a Guardians game since they were the Indians.
I was about to say I have not seen a Guardians game at all.
I need to get. We run out of time, man. We should go. We run out of time.
You know what? I haven't watched a Guardians game at all.
I haven't watched the Guardians game.
I watched a couple this year, but not
either.
Yeah, I watched a couple this year.
I thought about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are they changing the name back?
No.
I don't know what I'm gonna watch.
It's never gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen, Kevin.
It's never gonna happen.
Sorry, that's dead. Chief Wahoo is dead. That name is dead. It is what it is. They get used to it, but. You know, I need to get down there, man. We need to get down there because I ain't been down. Are Yankees coming to town before the end of the season?
No, you know, they only come once a year. And for some strange reason, the past few years, they've been scheduling them like in the beginning of the year. Why are you doing that?
Yeah,
early in the year.
Do it when it matters.
Do it like in like August or something. September. I don't want to go. First of all, I don't want to go to a baseball game in April.
Hell no.
In Cleveland.
Hell no.
It's cold. It's rainy. It's possibly snowing. I don't want to go to a baseball game then. So yeah, no, they've been coming mighty early. I think the next time we'll see each other is the postseason. I think we're done for the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's get it. I'd rather if we're gonna see him, I'd rather be able to take him out, send him home, send him packing. Let's go. Send him packing. Send them packing. We don't care if they got Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. And Giancarlo Stanton. We don't care about that. Let's go. That's ridiculous. That lineup is crazy, man.
Don't forget about Jazz.
Oh, hey, yeah, I forgot Jazz. Yeah, Jazz Chisholm too. You got okay, man. So look, you got your final rendering, right? Of the stadium out there, and right down the road here, right in Brook Park. You got your final rendering that they put out there.
I would absolutely love it, except for the fact that the county already said no.
Oh, this kind.
Yes. Cuyahoga County said no.
Did they? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. Cuyahoga County said no, we good.
Why?
We're not giving you any money because they have more stuff. They have more important stuff to do with their money than to fund a football stadium. The only way that this is going to really happen is if Haslam foots the bill. It's the only way. Unless, Cleveland is stupid.
Crazy.
Cleveland is stupid enough to say yes.
That's crazy.
But the city of Cleveland, I just, like Cuyahoga County said, there is more important stuff that this city can be doing with that amount of money.
In Brook Park?
I don't
like what?
I have no idea. Even the mayor of Brook Park came out and said he had more important stuff. I don't know what that stuff is, but
so then why would you even sell him the land? Why would you sell? If I was Jimmy Haslam, I'd be pissed. Why would you sell me the land? What do you think I'm buying 156 acres for? For a parking lot? What do you think I'm buying it for? Here's my thing. And I was talking about this the other day, right? And some guy was like, well, the fans shouldn't let the overpaid players pay for the stadium. I'm like, number one, if your company was building a new job, you wouldn't be like, yeah, take that money out of my paycheck to pay for the new building. If your job is building a new building, take that money out of my paycheck and pay for a new building. You wouldn't do that. So why are you asking the players to do that? Number two, why do you fans think you can get a $1 billion stadium, $2-3 billion, and not have to pay any of the cost for that? Like, you can't get something for nothing, right? If you want entertainment, you want the Browns in Cleveland, you gonna have to chip in on that. So like, what you trying to come to the cookout and ain't brought nothing and take a plate home? Nah, beat it don't work that way.
That's exactly what we trying to do.
Y'all trying to come to the cookout, eat up the food, and then take home a plate. And you ain't brought not nan, paper plate, not no cups, not no card game. You ain't brought nothing. You trying to come in, eat, and then leave with a plate.
And my kids got to eat too.
And your kids got to eat.
4-5 kids got to wrap my baby daddy up a plate and everything. All that. Yeah.
It don't work that way. If you want pro sports in your city, you're going to have to pay for it. That's it. We don't want to pay. No, well, then you don't want the Browns in, I guess.
I don't understand why the county. I understand why the city is not doing it, because the city is poor, and the people of Cleveland are poor. Now, what Cuyahoga County said no about, I have no idea, because, like I said, it's Cuyahoga County. That includes everybody.
Yeah,
that's everybody, every suburb, every affluent suburb, because first of all, most of the people that come to a Cleveland Browns stadium don't even live in Cleveland. They don't even live in. You live in Westlake, you live in Strongsville, you live Medina, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Even Canton.
So yeah, if the county got together, I thought the county would say yes, because that's the perfect spot. I wanted it to be in Brook Park. I wanted it to be, because I've been to Ford Field. Ford Field is freaking awesome.
Right
downtown. So I wanted it to be just like Ford Field. Would it not be downtown? Yes, but it would be a indoor stadium where not only you can get 8 football games, but now you got concerts, you got other venues. You
might get
you got Super Bowl.
Imagine the Final Four in Brook Park. What? It's in a perfect location. You right there by the freeway. You're right there at the airport. You right there at the airport.
At the airport. Right there, every single freeway converges into Brook Park.
You are like 10 minutes from the airport at the most. That's like a 10-minute drive from where. And again, why? I mean, I don't understand why you would let the sale go through to the Cleveland Browns. Maybe I'm missing something. Again, I'm not all behind the scenes, but if you're the county and you let the sale of that land go through to the Cleveland Browns, what did you think they were buying 156 acres for? What do you think they were going to use it for?
So I don't know what.
So why would you sell it to them and say, "Nah, we ain't gonna do it"?
I don't know what happens at this point.
I mean, you go back to the original plan to renovate First Energy Stadium or Cleveland Browns Stadium. You got to put a roof on it. You need to put a roof on. We said this very first show out the gate. We said this. You need like a certain put a roof on it. Make it an honest stadium. Put a roof on it. That's the next step. If they can't get into Brook Park, you're gonna have to go back to.
I didn't even want. It's so ugly, kid. Just tear it down, build the stadium.
Get rid of. You know what? Tear it down. Get rid of Burke Lakefront.
They need to. That airport has been sitting there.
Get rid of Burke
for God knows how long. We have wasted our waterfront. For Lord,
they've been talking about developing the waterfront
forever.
And ain't nothing happened. You got the stadium there and Burke.
And the crazy thing is they've done a phenomenal job with the flats now.
Yeah.
The flats and on the river and everything. Everything down there is wonderful. It is beautiful. The apartments, the clubs, the restaurants, everything down there is cool. Do the lakefront.
The problem is how much space, because how much space do you have to do everything that they want to do on the lakefront? Because you got the Rock Hall down there, you got this deck right next to the stadium, you got the Rock Hall, you got Burke, there's that apartment building that's a little bit further down on the lakefront. So it's like, how much room, how much space do you actually have? Because looking at the renderings from the Brook Park project, I mean, they got the stadium, they got hotels, they got all kind of stuff out there. That's a lot of space.
You're gonna have to tear the airport down.
You
have to tear that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But so I guess you build around the Rock Hall, and I guess those apartments can just stay there. Rent gonna go sky high. But I guess that's the next step, and you gotta just rebuild,
build hotels and everything.
Because if you're facing the stadium from Route 2 to the left, you got that office building that's right there. I think it might be an apartment building too. It's a company right there to the left. If you're on Route 2 and you're looking at the stadium, where that bridge is, if you're across the street from the stadium and you're looking at it, to the left there's like an office building or two. right there. That right 2 runs right past it, and there's apartments. Yeah, one on the curve, one's right here, and then one's right here. There's one there on each side of it.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think those are apartments. If I'm not mistaken.
So you just have to figure out how you're gonna redo it. But I don't understand like what. So now they just bought 156. What is it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No reason.
I have no idea. I don't know if that means the sale doesn't go through, or does that mean like he's gonna have to find somebody else to fund it? I'll look it up. I'll look it up during the break and everything. Because it's so weird. Because I remember, and you know, I think it was a couple of days ago when the decision came in, the county says no, and I was like, okay, well, where does that leave us? Like, okay,
so now what did Jimmy do with that land? You bought all that land
for nothing. Like, okay,
what do you do with that land? So let's do this. Let's take a quick break. And we'll come back and we'll get into some more things going on. I got a question that we can ask a little bit later on about Santa Claus. I need to talk to parents about Santa Claus.
Oh,
Santa
Claus.
I know we still a ways away, but I need to talk to some parents about Santa Claus. We'll do it later on the show, but I need to talk to some parents about Santa Claus because I don't like the way some of y'all about Santa Claus. I don't like it. So we'll talk about that later on. Oh, we know. I also we gotta get on these pro Palestine doing what I gotta talk to y'all too, because y'all bugging. You bugging right now. So we'll come back, we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk some Santa Claus. We'll do that. Kevin Hanley, Phil Rucker, Tim on the boards, Real Spill Red Line Radio. Hey, yo, welcome back to the show. Kevin Hanley, Phil Rucker, Tim on the boards. Real Spill here on Redline Radio LLC. All right. So it is currently August 14th, right? August 14th? 15th. August 15th. So we still got some months till we get to December and Christmas. When things get all magical and some guy gets into a sleigh and he brings toys to all little kids in the world. And so I came across this topic and I was kind of like, I don't want to say disgusted, but I was a little bit, I guess pissed off is a little pissed at some of these parents, right? Because you have these parents and you have these parents that they say, well, the question was, do you tell your kids that Santa Claus isn't real, right? And some parents on there, and I ain't gonna lie, it was us, black folks.
Oh God,
you damn right. I ain't gonna be work all year long and then buy gifts and let some white imaginary man get credit for it. And I'm like, how mentally fragile, how insecure are you? Are you buying these gifts with the expectation that your kids will give you praise for buying them gifts for Christmas? Is that why you do? Because why would you care if somebody that doesn't exist gets the credit? Like, isn't your kids' happiness from getting the gifts, isn't that enough? No. Why do you care? I'm not some fat white man gonna get the credit for something I worked all year. Is that why you buy the gifts? So that your kids will heap praise on you and say, Mama, thank you for buying the gifts. Is that why you do it? Dad, is that why you do it? Because that's why you do it, and you just find it's not genuine. You doing it because you doing it. You trying to get kids to give you praise. Think about that for a second. You a grown adult, and you want praise from kids. So you mad? You gonna tell this ain't Santa Claus? It's me. I did this. It's me. Ain't no Santa Claus. Just like think about that for a second. Like that's how you rule. That's how you rolling. That's how you moving. Now, when I was a kid, we didn't have much, right? So we had to get gifts through a program when I was growing up in Canton, called Community Christmas, and we would get gifts from that program, and that's how I just kind of knew by default that it wasn't Santa, because mom was going to Community Christmas to get gifts for us. You know what I'm saying? But you parents out there, that's like, I'm not gonna give some white man credit for what? What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think where I've heard that before, and it was on. I can't remember where I heard that before. It was on a TV show, and I just cannot remember what TV show it was.
Was it Martin?
No, it wasn't Martin. It was. I cannot remember.
I think
it was a cartoon. It was a black cartoon.
The PJs?
No.
They Base Kids? So the parents are like parents will buy gifts for their kids for Christmas, black parents, because I don't see no white people doing it, it's just us. And they talk about, well, I tell my kid, I don't tell my kids nothing about Santa Claus. Ain't no Santa Claus, because I'm not gonna give no white man credit. I've been working all year to buy these gifts, and ain't no white man with credit for it. Like, what are you talking about?
Can't remember where I heard that before.
How are you that insecure that you like, I need to get the praise? I need you to praise me for the gifts.
I don't know. I look like you. I was poor. My mom was single mama, you know what I'm saying? She had, struggles or whatever. She did what she did to make ends meet and everything. Sometimes the money wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So Christmas for me, the magic of Santa Claus ended early for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had like 1-2 Christmases where she told me Santa Claus was coming. And then one year, you know what I'm saying, she got laid off right around Christmas. So, hey, look, Santa Claus ain't no Santa Claus. Nope. Santa Claus ain't here. I'm sorry.
I ain't never believed because I lived in an apartment and we ain't had no chimney.
How the fuck you get?
I'm like, how the fuck this nigga ain't climbing no goddamn window?
He done climb through the window and everything. I'm waiting on him.
You got to get buzzed in, Santa. How you get in without getting buzzed in, Santa?
You ain't got your ID, Santa. How you get through here?
But that's just how I found out. We just, it was community Christmas. That's how we got the gifts. It wasn't Santa Claus. It was community Christmas.
Listen, there is nothing like seeing kids, and I don't need, because I've never had kids, but there's nothing like seeing kids light up the day before Christmas and the weeks before Christmas, and I need to write this, and I got to do this, and we got to do this. There is nothing like, and I know because I did it with my nephew. And I want to do it with my niece, but we ain't gonna go into that. Of just sitting there and baking cookies and waiting. I mean, because I know when I was a kid, and you know what I'm saying, and when I believed in Santa, it's nothing like waiting up. You know what I'm saying? Christmas morning.
I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep.
Nothing under the tree.
Yeah.
Just the gifts that you know of, that you know is under the tree, and then you wake up 5 a.m. and it's like double that shit. And you're like, yo, what the just happened? Where these gifts come from? And your child wakes you up at 5 a.m. because for some odd reason we all get up, because I did it, and then my nephew woke me up at like 4:30. I'm like, bruh,
it's 4:30.
It's 4:30 in the morning.
But you get up.
You get up anyway, because ain't nothing like watching them kids open them gifts and just have a ball.
And me as a dad, we would make the cookies, and then when they go to bed, I go down there, I eat, take some bites off of 3 different cookies and drink some of the milk and write a little note, thanks for the cookies and milk. You know what I mean? Like,
man, look like
let these kids
taking
be
that
kids.
Shit away from kids.
Let these kids be kids.
Be kids.
Now look, if they like 17, you can't be like, but by that time, they figure it out on their own. They figure it out. They know ain't no Santa Claus. They figure it out. They know. My girls know. You know what I mean? My girls are 16. Well, soon to be 17. Damn. Soon to be 17.
Lord have mercy. Look, that's hitting, because we've been rocking so long.
Yeah, we rocking
it's
for a long time.
I remember when they was. What you mean they say? I remember because we had just started the Quad Brothers. She just started. KFC just started high school. What you mean?
Phil,
so you see,
Phil I've been rocking with Phil for a minute, man. When we was doing the Quad,
I swear
we was doing the Quad at least we started the Quad in 2014 is when we started the Quad. Not the Quad Brothers. We started the Quad in 10 years ago. So my daughter was 6 years old when me and Phil started rocking with each other.
Is going off to college next year. That's crazy.
Yippers. Yep, senior year. Got a picture up. That's why when I
like being an uncle, I know, all right? Over again.
I know. And I took that picture at that. It's at the stadium. Her picture's gonna be up there all year on the fence at the stadium. All the band members, and then she's gonna have a second because she's a cheerleader. So we have 2 up there.
What's this? You gonna cry when you drop her off, ain't you?
I don't know. So they had So here's the thing. So they had. So the band has a preview.
That sweat. It's hot in here.
I might, man.
I don't know.
I might, man. But I'll be honest, man. I'm not super emotional like that. Like, I'm really proud of him, and I let him know that. I express that to him, but I'm not. honestly, I didn't. I haven't cried much.
You a girl dad? You gonna cry?
I probably
cry. You gonna cry.
My wife was balling today because
was she really?
But and here's the thing, she crying, and all they was doing was so every year the band has a preview, right? So the band parents come out, we set the football stadium, and they just basically preview what they're gonna play all year, like what the themes are gonna be. Like this year, it's gonna be Earth, Wind, and Fire as a theme, right? For a couple games, and they'll switch to something else. And it's basically practice. We talking about practice, man. It's practice.
Not the game I love.
Not the game. We talking about practice. And my wife is over there. I look at she over there balling. It's gonna be your last time doing the preview show. I'm like, wow.
No, it's the last time I was sitting here with this heat. Jesus Christ,
man! Oh, God. Yeah, it was hot.
I'm right next to all this equipment too.
Oh God!
Yeah. I asked her, and I know the answer. I asked her, I'm like, is this thing outside or inside? She's like, it's the whole band thing. It's outside. I'm like, oh damn! I knew it was gonna be hot outside, but yeah. So my wife's balling. But yeah, this is what happens, man. You get kids and they start to grow up. But I'm just like, man, let these kids be kids. What is wrong with y'all? You out here trying? Yes. I'm not gonna.
Yes.
What is wrong with y'all?
Yes.
You need the attention that bad. You that insecure. You think they're gonna not love you and love Santa Claus? What is wrong with y'all?
I am a wonderful parent, which I don't understand. I was like, even if you felt like that, couldn't you just shut the fuck up and wait like for like 4 or 5 years, let your kids be kids, and then your parent actually, because whenever my mother got me a gift, I was thankful for it. I let her know, Mama, I appreciate you getting me this.
We kind of broke him in easy because at some point me and my wife were actually talking about how we're gonna okay, I gotta get gifts or this or that. So it's just in conversation. The kids are around. He's like, we don't go into like some secret room and start talking. We don't do all that. We just talk about it, and you just again, my girls eventually just figured it out. All right, it's mom and dad. It's not Santa's not the one who brought me the iPhone. It's mom and dad.
Mom and dad.
You know what I mean? So it's like they just figure it out. And they will. Kids will figure it out. You just don't let these kids be kids, man. Let these kids be kids.
Don't bust a bubble.
Like all right. Change your subject because man. Okay.
Kev.
I'm hot.
Kev,
I was here, bro.
Kev. Do you understand? I have been waiting for today just to talk to you about this.
I'm so heated, man. So they had break dancing in the Olympics. And as someone who lives and loves hip hop culture, I was super geeked about it.
As somebody who's not super into it, but knows how good breakdancing looks, I was into it too. I was like, yo, I can't wait for it. Like, yo, it's gonna be some dope crews from America. Because I know the Asians can breakdance.
Yes, sir.
I know, I've seen them breakdance.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm like, oh, us in China? I was like, yeah.
Us in Japan?
Us in Japan? Like, yeah, let's get it. I'm
waiting. Let's go.
I'm waiting.
And then you had his heifer from Australia, man. And here's the thing. Number one.
Oh.
What she did was terrible. Her routine was horrible. It was a terrible routine. It was, I wouldn't even call that break. That wasn't even break dance. That wasn't breaking. That was not breaking. Whatever she was doing, it was not breaking. It was horrible. And I found out later on, her pops is one of the judges. That's why she was even there.
Wow.
Here's what they see. If you're gonna include hip hop, you need to really include hip hop, right? Some of the judges, you could have went and got somebody like Crazy Legs or some of the like legendary breakers out there, some of the LA breakers. Go get some of these legendary breakers and have them judge that shit. Whatever she was doing out there was not breaking, man. And here's the thing about it. And again, I'm usually not this dude, but to me, the reason I'm so upset is because she went out there and she made a mockery out of the culture that I love. I love hip hop culture. I live it and I love it. And she went out there and she made a mockery of it. And then she won the damn gold medal. Like, what are we doing here? Like, if y'all had some real B-boys on that judging panel, they'd be like, nah, son, this ain't it.
Which I don't understand because it's not like it's an extinct culture. It's still out there.
Still out there.
All you had to do was literally, and we've known this has been going on.
Bro.
They've told us this for 4 years. We knew about this 4 years ago. You mean to tell me that the IOC, the Organization of Olympics, can't get people together, do some research, go out to competitions, see who's the best of the best, and say, hey, we're having a competition for Olympics this year. We need you to represent the United States. Would you like to represent China? Would you like to represent your country? I don't understand how hard that was.
You're right. So over there,
China probably go crazy.
China, Japan, hell
Japan,
yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
They be over there.
They got this one. Damn, man, I swear to God, this woman was dancing on the side, just
kangaroo hopping and shit. Like what is this?
She was doing the Homer Simpson.
Yes. No, the curly. You mean from the Three Stooges? Yeah.
I was like, yo, what is she doing? Like, this is what you think breakdancing?
And they gave her the gold medal. Like Australia, you got to hold the L. Australia, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. You got to hold the L, man.
And I know and I know you're upset because this is what you love. Kev, I'm upset because you cut one of the things that I love out of the Olympics for this. You cut off boxing for this shit.
Mm-hmm. And now LA, and now here's the worst part. LA already done said, nope, that's it. We ain't doing this. And when you come to LA, we're not doing this.
Why? You have breakdancers in LA.
Because this woman came in and made a mockery of it. She made a mockery of it, and now no one's going to be interested in next time because this one made a mockery of it.
You have, oh my God!
If you're going to include hip hop, you need to really include hip hop. Y'all should have been in the Bronx. Y'all should have been in LA. You should have been in Japan. Hell, you could have been even France. Hip hop is worldwide. There are breakers in France.
Worldwide.
Hip hop is worldwide.
All you had, and I'm pretty. How much you want to bet if they actually had a look, they would have found some breakdancers in Australia.
Yes,
you would have found some. They actually knew what they were doing.
At the very least, New Zealand. I know there's a hip hop scene in New Zealand. We just had Matthew Rise on a few weeks ago. I know there's a hip hop scene in New Zealand.
The IOC is dumb.
LA is like, nah, we good.
The IOC is really dumb.
It irritates. The more, like when I first saw it, I was like, man, what in the, and then but the more I watched it, the more I thought about it, I started to get really upset. Cause I'm like, there are so many really talented breakdancers. I mean, dudes that'll breakdance, you know what I'm saying? They should have been up there representing. And you had this chick, and she won. Like if she had done that, and then they was like, nah, yeah, we good. And she won the gold medal.
It's crazy because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like you literally could have had, break. You could have had people, you know what I'm saying, from there's so many different cultures of dancing throughout the United States.
Man.
I don't understand any of this.
It's so annoying. It's really annoying to me. It's really annoying.
It's Caucasianish. That's what it is.
It's really annoying to me, man. It's Caucasian. Come on, bro.
That's what they do, Kev. That's what they do. They sprinkle raisins in your greens and shit like that. They do crazy stuff.
Fuck out of here with that shit, man. What
raisins in your potato salad, and then you wondering what's going on.
And it's just like, come on, man. Y'all really looked at that and said, yes, that is gold medal worthy.
They put cauliflower in your mac and cheese and think it's okay. I don't know what's going on.
The lady, the one from the US, she was okay. She wasn't super duper great. She was okay. She was a lot better than she should have won the gold medal. She was a lot better than Australia.
They make things like green bean casserole and think it's okay to serve like that.
You know what I mean? God, I was just like, man, this is disrespectful right here. I mean, this is really disrespectful.
That was horrible. That was terrible. Absolutely horrible. And when I saw it, you were the first person I thought of. I was like, okay, about to be hot about this.
I'm like, nah, man.
This ain't even. I can see if you got up there and you tried and you were terrible, then I'd be okay. I'd be all right. You didn't even try.
You playing in our face, man.
You was playing in our face, and think we stupid about it. I don't. That's the.
I really think she's like, I'm just gonna try it, and then whatever happens, happens.
Kev, you know what? I hate being this dude. I hate it, but it pisses me off. It pisses me off when they do that, Kev. Why do white people do that shit? Why do y'all play us in our face and then think that we stupid? Like we don't know what's going on.
That's
like you not mocking us. Like I don't get it.
I don't
get it.
I don't get it either. And you know what it is? And now she's like, now she's out there and she's
crying.
Now she's out there crying. Now she's out there crying. Well, no, because you did this. You did this.
I don't understand why people are just
nah.
me. I just went out there. No, because you know what you
went out there. You went out there. You purposely made a mockery of hip hop, man. And we not doing that. And you did it right before hip hop's birthday, which is August 11th. You did it right. We not doing that. No, you playing our faces, man. You playing our faces.
That was the most horrible.
And you right, Phil. People seem to do that a lot.
They do.
They seem to do that a lot.
They do it a lot.
Like
they do it all the time.
Like this whole thing with Michaela Skinner.
You really gonna play in our face like that?
You got up there and you decided you was gonna talk shit about, and even though you said everybody with the exception of Simone, but them Simone's teammates.
You thought she wasn't.
You thought she wasn't gonna ride for the crew?
Stop.
So you went out there, you did all that talking. You basically went out there, you dissed them in front of the whole world, right? And then when Simone had they back, and you start getting backlash and you start getting the whatever, now you on here. Now you started it and now you asking Simone to stop it. Nah, son. Nope.
That's not gonna
happen. That ain't how it works.
She's laughing at you.
As she should. As she should.
I don't
what's the saying? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
You
started it and you want Simone to stop it?
Why are you guys making fun?
Nah.
I didn't mean it like that. And oh
yeah,
my God.
Yeah, you did. You mean it exactly how you said it. You meant it exactly how you said it because you made sure to leave Simone out of it because you knew it would make no sense if you concluded Simone in that because Simone is the GOAT. So you knew exactly what you were doing. You asked for the smoke and then you got the smoke and then you couldn't handle the smoke.
Can I explain? Let me explain something. This is I need y'all to understand something. And again, I love my elder generation. I love y'all. But when we tell y'all we are not our older generation, we mean that.
At all.
All that, the whole turn the other cheek, that whole they go low, we go high. No, that don't fly. That's why Kev, there is now a holiday, the national holiday of the man throwing his hat in the air and everybody beating the shit out of those white people.
They calling it fade in the water.
Fade in the water day.
Fade in the water.
Fade in the water.
I love
it. Now I understand. I've shown that video to people, and I've seen older people. They're like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with y'all?" But our generation is like, "Oh, y'all wanted to start something. Oh, well, you was gonna be something then. You really thought we was gonna sit there and watch you jump this black man because wasn't nobody gonna help.
Because we used to do it. We used to watch. We watched the older generation that say what's wrong with y'all. We watch y'all stand by. And again, no disrespect. No disrespect at all.
We love y'all. Y'all handled it the way you spoke that you handled it.
We saw y'all stand by, and we saw nothing happen when y'all were standing by.
Just we're a little more confrontational.
Not doing it.
And it's just they sit there and they play in you like I'm you know what, I'm tired of. I can't believe all these the white people that are patriotic, but they're rooting against the United States basketball team.
Yep,
they're rooting against the United States women's basketball team, and the only reason why you're rooting against them is because you don't like the black people that are represented. We're not watching if Caitlin Clark and they won the gold medal.
8 straight gold medals. And Caitlin Clark was nowhere to be found.
8 straight. The last time they didn't win the gold medals, Kevin, I wasn't even watching basketball. This is before 92. I wasn't watching basketball in 92.
And Caitlin Clark was nowhere
near to be found.
Nowhere near. And they still really, was there any like y'all talking about you should have had Caitlin Clark. The ratings will be it's the Olympics.
It's the Olympics. The ratings are gonna be the ratings.
Watching the Olympics.
What they're gonna do.
Stop it. We trying to win, son.
I'm trying to get this gold medal.
And did you see how physical it was getting? Caitlin ain't ready for that.
I'm ready to get this gold medal.
Caitlin ain't ready for that physical play.
Excuse me, get out
the way. You need your Asia Wilsons over there and your Diana Taurasi's. Because Diana Taurasi know how physical gonna get. Caitlin Clark can't handle physicality in the WNBA. You think she's gonna handle FIBA? No, come on, man, stop it. Stop it.
But they sure were just, I've never seen that before. I was like, you don't want the United States to win.
I mean,
what are you talking about? And it was the same with the women's soccer. When Megan Rapaport and all them were I don't like the way she did
actively rooting against the Americans.
Stand for the flag. So you know what?
Whatever,
we don't want and when you call them out on it, they say something so stupid. Like, no.
Y'all really
they really, yes, they do it all the time. They will play in your face. They will spit on you and think
Michaela started and then when Simone started, no. You started.
We gonna finish.
Simone gonna finish it. She ain't gonna stop it though. Yeah, that ain't her job. You started that. You could have just shut your mouth and you could have been very generic, very diplomatic about it. You know what I'm saying? But nope, you decided to go out there and diss everybody but Simone. Because again, you know her resume is impeccable. You can't diss her.
Can't say anything.
So you went out, you dissed everybody but Simone. And then when Simone had to cruise back and you got what you got, now you want her crying. You want Simone to say, nah, no, you gonna in the words of the great Loda Love, you gonna get this work. You gonna get this work. Hey, listen. Question. I'm changing the subject again. We just bouncing around here. We ain't gotta take a break, Tim, if you don't want to. You know? So here's, and I guess this is starting to be a new thing now that I've seen, because I've seen a couple of stories about this. So there was a couple who got married and charged their guests $333 a piece. They were selling tickets to their wedding. Now, they said they sold them out. Listen to me. I will be damned if I pay to go to anybody's wedding.
Who are you?
Who? Listen, if you ever catch me paying to go to somebody's wedding, I done lost a bet. I'll be damned. I'm not paying. I'm not paying to come. Why would I pay to come to somebody's? Why would I pay $333 or something like that, whatever they charge, to go to a wedding? Are you kidding me?
I'll pay that to go to like a destination. As in,
I mean, yeah,
I pay the airfare. That's what I'm saying. And the hotel.
But other than that, I mean, they selling tickets. Like we going to a concert. They selling tickets to the wedding. Nah, son, you bugging.
That's
you bugging. I'm not paying.
Yeah, that's
never. Phil, never.
That's social media.
Never.
Look at me. I'm the greatest. I'm a superstar bullshit that's going on in this country. It really is.
I'm not paying for your wedding. Nothing. And you getting. I think the wedding overall was like $70,000 for that wedding.
Okay, see, first of all, I'm not spending $70,000 on no wedding.
I keep telling people, man, when me and my wife got married, not granted, this was 2003. When we got married, at the end of the day, we didn't owe nobody nothing. At the end of the day, we was free and clear of all debts. I threw a couple hundred to the pastor. He said, "You ain't got to do that." I threw him a couple hundred anyway. And we was out, man. We didn't owe nobody nothing. My wife got her dress from Deb's. I don't even know if that store open anymore. It was a store called Deb's. She paid like $30 for her dress. It was a nice spaghetti strap, long, sparkly white dress. That's what she got married in. My tux cost more than her dress. And I enlisted my mother and all my aunties to cook the food. And she was slapping. It was slapping. The food was dope.
You see, I don't know about that. I ain't having nobody in my family cook.
Yeah, nah, man. It was dope. Because here's the thing. Well, so we was going to this. So you know, if you ever been into over that Willoughby area where that place is called United States of America.
Yeah, I know where that is.
So that hall right across the street from United States is where we were going to have our reception. But as we was going through, and then the cost started getting up and up and up and up, and we got to like 6 G's. And me and I was like, "Yeah, nah, this ain't going." Because
y'all was like, "We trying to go on this honeymoon."
We were making considerably less money than before. So yeah, so no, $6,000. We got a free food tasting out of it, but $6,000, nah, that wasn't gonna happen. So I just called my mom, my aunt Fern, and some other aunties. Was like, "Hey, man, can y'all do this?"
Wait. The food was gonna push it to $6,000.
Catering and all that for the reception. Wow. So we had to change course. So we at the church there was the church ended up getting a church that had a a reception hall in the church. And the same is all in one building. So people just came, live that sanctuary, went around the corner down the hallway, using the reception hall. So we did that. And then I had all my mom, my aunties and everything make the food. And everybody to this day, people that was at that wedding was like, that food was off the chain. It's a bunch of black women cooking. Of course it was. But it was, and so that's
foot off in there.
Man, listen, and that's what we did. I had my boy E was a DJ. He DJ'd it for me.
That's
and when we left, again, I gave it past a couple $100, and we slid, man. We still had a lot of, because you get money, they give you money and gifts for, so we still had some money left, and we drove to Niagara Falls that night. We left the church, went home. We was living in Akron then. Left the church, went home. Had our bags already packed. Got a couple extra things. Grabbed some dough. Left, not all of it, but just it's 2000 again. 2003 is a lot.
You ain't consummate your marriage before you left.
We did that when we got there, bro. We did that when we got there.
Wait till we get to
the spot, because we went to Niagara Falls. This is when you could go into Canada. You didn't need a passport. You need a passport to go into Canada, right? So
how old are you again?
I've been married. This will be 21 years. I've been married, dog.
Yeah, they've been married 21 years.
So you could just go freely back and forth between. You didn't need a passport to go.
This is the man Canada. I'm gonna call when I need some marriage advice right here. Kev, what the is going on?
You know what I'm gonna tell you? All I can do is I'll give you the best piece of advice: communication. Communicate.
Facts.
Because listen, we've been married 21 years, man. We done been to the precipice. We done been to the edge where it's like, fuck this, but we weren't communicating. So she was holding shit in, and I was holding shit in, and then at some point it's like a volcano.
Out. Yep.
So we went to counseling, and it was like communicate. You know who our counselor was? I'm a he ain't gonna hear this, but anyway, you remember, because he did both. You remember Fox 8 News? You remember Bill Martin, Fox 8 News anchor? That was our counselor. He was doing marriage counseling.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And so we
yeah. I remember.
We actually knew him because we was all going to the same church.
Oh, okay.
He's a really nice dude. He's a nice dude. But anyway, so communicate. And then once we just started communicating, it was like, damn, we should have been doing this all along. So yeah, it's just in any, not even a marriage, in any relationship, communicate. Right? Even if you know it's gonna make them upset, you gotta say it. Well, not everything. Some things you need to say to yourself.
Yes, you look fat in that dress.
Yeah, no, some things keep that to yourself. Some things keep that to yourself. Right. Be smart enough to know when to pick your spots. Be smart enough to know when to shut the fuck up. Okay.
They went all in on it. Bitch, shut up. God damn it.
Be smart. Know when to pick your spots, but also know when to shut the fuck up. Just sometimes know when you even when you know you right. Let it slide. Sometimes you gotta let it slide. You just gotta let it slide sometimes. Because you're gonna have them days, man. You're gonna have days when you're like, damn, I can't believe I'm married to this woman. And then you're gonna have days like, damn, I can't believe I'm married to this woman. You're gonna have both.
Yeah. He was like, bitch.
Right. You're gonna have both. Hey man, me and my wife have had some we've had a couple of knockdown dragouts. I mean, we had one time, we was living in Barberton, and I'm talking about, she got my shit and was throwing my shit down the stairs in the house.
Ooh-wee. Get the fuck out, nigga.
Yeah.
So you know what he said?
Bitch.
Nah, man. No, but you know what I said? I told her I ain't going nowhere. I pay rent here too. I ain't going nowhere. So all I ended up doing, I had to take all my shit, all my clothes and shit back upstairs. But that happens in marriage. Couples argue, man. That happens. We've had a couple of knockdown dragouts, but it comes to territory, But in any event, yeah. So what I was saying to wrap it up is basically, yeah. When we got married, at the end of the day, we didn't know nobody, nothing. Like I'm not charging to come to you. I'm not buying no ticket to come to your. What are you talking about? I'm not buying no ticket to come to your wedding.
People are weird, kid.
Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not doing that.
They think they're celebrities out
here. They really, facts.
People really think that they're celebrities. Like you are just another person.
I'm not paying to come.
I'm not paying you to come in. I see it all. I look at it bothers me so much because to the point where it's just like, okay, I need to get off of social media at some point, especially IG. these people on IG really think that they are celebrities. Like no matter how much, like they are recording everything in their life, and it's like I done seen people. If you don't do this for me, I'm gonna stop following you. I'm not gonna talk to you. Da da da. And I'm just like, none of these people know who you are. Like you are known in your collective circle, and that is it.
That's it.
You are not famous.
That's it. Social media has really changed. It's like the people that you know when you see a story posted about LeBron James and they type it, you understand LeBron's never going to see that, right? Never. He's never going to see that
ever.
Like you can type all that, you're a flopper, he's a flopper. He's never going to read that, dude. He's not going to see it. So I don't know what you think you're doing. He's not going to see that. And he's going to wake up the next, it's like he said when after Miami lost to Dallas.
Oh, they were mad when he said that.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to have my life and they're going to have it.
I'm still going to suck.
You still going to have to go to work. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to still be LeBron James.
What type of athlete would say that? How dare he?
LeBron would say it. Because at that point, he was still trying to be a villain, right? He was still trying to be a villain at that point.
I loved villain LeBron.
And he wasn't that great at it.
I loved villain.
He wasn't that great at it. I don't think.
He wasn't villain LeBron. He was vigilante.
Yeah, he tried to embrace the villain role. He really did. He tried to embrace the villain. It just didn't.
Do you know how sad? And this probably because you said I was a Chicago Negro for real. You know how satisfying it was when LeBron came back and gave us 35 or whatever it was. It was satisfying to me. It was very satisfying.
I didn't hate LeBron at all. I mean, would you rather pick cold Cleveland, or would you rather be down on the beach with half naked women?
I was.
I'm gonna go with the half naked women.
Yeah. I was anti LeBron, but I always respected his game. I never disrespected his game, but I was anti LeBron until the moment I took my fandom out of the equation. Once I took my fandom out of the equation and looked at it like I was like, you know what?
This makes absolute perfect.
He had to leave.
And you know what? The people here, they just cannot take the fandom out of it.
He had to leave.
I can't. The way I will never forget the atmosphere of that day. That whole day was just, there was a level of danger in the atmosphere.
You wouldn't.
It was awkward.
Some people.
It was so awkward. I had never seen a crowd that angry before.
I remember
I was like, what the
where we were at that KNR and we were working at that event at, I think it was a Hard Rock right downtown, and that dude came in there and he had his Miami Heat jersey, LeBron. I'm like, you may not want to. You may not want to
take that off, B, for real.
That's just going to end bad for you, son. At some point, it's going to end bad for you.
These people down
they
here,
hated LeBron.
I was just like,
they hated him, and I can actually see both sides. I can see where he had to leave, and I can see the hate because, again, we talked about this before. We were all thinking, ain't no way. Like this kid, he's not going to go on national TV and do us like that. He's not going to do us like that on national TV.
That was, okay, I'm not going to admit. I'll admit that was an asshole of a move. I was like, yeah, you probably, and thank God he learned, you know what I'm saying, from that. And he just started making announcements because I was like, dude, that probably wasn't the best
I was
thing.
thinking, I was thinking it ain't no way.
As fragile as the sports fan of Cleveland is. Yeah. I was like, dude, you can't do that.
Read the room, bro. Somebody on this team failed him
aside. And you know what's crazy? And I understand now because they were all young. Shit, Maverick was like the same age as he brought Maverick up with him. So Maverick and who else? What's the other guy's name?
Rich Paul, right?
Rich Paul, yeah. Maverick and Rich Paul, they were all the same. So it's not like they were, you know what I'm saying, business savvy or old enough to understand, like, we probably shouldn't do this right here. LeBron's not gonna, he's about to take a PR hit for this. It's not gonna go over well at all.
But they learned from it. And then Miami, when he left Miami to come back, it was much different. If he had left Cleveland the way he left Miami, the hate wouldn't have been nearly as much. But the way he did, because again, we were all thinking, there's no way he's going to do this on national. He's not going to do us like this.
I ain't gonna lie.
And he did this.
I ain't gonna hold you. I cried when he came back.
I think we were all close to it. If you didn't cry,
it wasn't no close to it. There was like a couple thug tears that had fell down my eye. I was like, oh, Thank you, Jesus.
I was happy, and every bad thing I said about him in them 4 years he was gone, I was like, whatever. That's all. That's water on the bridge now, bro. Let's get it. And he came back and he did what he's so. It's like he came back, he did what he's supposed to do, and that, and he said he's gonna get us a championship. He got it to us. He got us a championship. He said, I want to come back. I want to win a championship for Cleveland, and he did. You can't ask him more than that. That's all you can ask for.
Won't ask him for a thing else.
Nope, not at all. And when he retires, I think there
will be a statue of LeBron
There should
James.
be one now. Like, why isn't there one now?
Right
There should be one now. I know he's still playing. There should be a statue out there right now. How do we have a statue in this city? And it's going to sound disrespectful, but how do we have a statue in this city of Jim Thome and not LeBron James? How is that happening?
Because Jim Thome is the local hero.
Okay.
No, Jim was beloved here.
Show me Jim's championship ring.
You won't find it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You won't see it.
Honestly, I know he's still playing. He should have a statue in front of Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse right now. When they were doing all that renovation, they should have put a statue of LeBron up there right now.
You know who that you know.
Come on, Dan.
I was about to say, you know who runs this organization.
Do right by that man.
And you know how they feel about each other.
Which that's almost as crazy as the Orlando Magic still not having retired Shaquille O'Neal's jersey.
That's the dumbest thing ever. That's the dumbest thing.
How are you guys still not having?
They still upset. You left us. I hate you.
That is crazy to not retire Shaq's jersey. So somebody can just wear number 32 in Orlando? What? Nah, man. That ain't right. That's not right at all. How do you know? Because he he addressed it though. He did a song. You can hear it on 2K. Shaq got a song. I don't know the name of it, but he did a song and he said one of the lines is, I got jerseys retired in 2 cities. I'm still waiting on that call from the Orlando Magic. It's a song that Shaq. Listen, man, Shaq got bars. I don't care what nobody says. Shaq can spit.
I've heard Shaq.
Tell me how my ass tastes.
Hey, Shaq can spit, man. We talking about athletes turn rapper. Shaq can spit.
Yes, he can.
My name is Kazam. I got the whole plan.
Second of all,
I'm a huge fan.
Second of all, that was the funniest shit ever on earth.
Yeah.
When he said that, I was like, "Yo, are we really going here?"
Him and Kobe was beefing.
Him and Kobe was beefing. Yeah.
Tell me how my ass tastes.
I kind of feel them both, man, because think about Shaq was as dominant as he was, and he wasn't training and preparing nearly as hard as Kobe was.
Kobe was right. Kobe was right. I love Shaq. Shaq is my favorite player of all time. But Shaq should have like 8 rings, 38,000 points.
Shaq was.
If Shaq had the mindset of Kobe Bryant,
he was already
unstoppable.
He was already unstoppable, but he'd have been double unstoppable if he'd had Kobe's mentality. Yeah. But still, in any event, Kobe still broke up what could have been one of the greatest dynasties ever.
He did.
He broke it up. All right, man. So look, when we come back, we gotta get a little bit serious because I'm about tired of the whole pro-Palestine. These folks are wearing me out. I'm about tired of these folks. I'm sorry. Look, I'm tired of y'all. And I'm gonna show you something that you really need to see. All of you pro-Palestine, you need to see this. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna show you something that you need to see while you talk about you ain't gonna vote for Kamala Harris. I'm gonna show you something. We'll come back and talk about that. Kevin Hanley, Phil Rucker, Tim on the boards, Real Spill, Redline Radio. Yo, welcome back to the show, man. One more segment to go here.
We here dying.
It's hot, bro. It is hot up in this joint.
One thing, it's so hot.
It is hot, man. Hot up in
We
here.
here spitting fire. Dropping this hot mixtape.
Hey, yo, man. I just had my memories pop up, man. 10 years ago today, I was on a cruise. But my very first cruise for the first time.
I need to go on a cruise. I ain't never been on a cruise before.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. Hey, the Carnival ones be.
Oh, I already know.
Yeah.
I see the videos. The
Yeah,
carnival be lit.
Tell you, when you go in, they gonna like. So when we went again, this was like 10 years ago. When we went, like the first thing they do, they bring you in at the bar, at one of the bars. This money is cheap, but they bring you this door. They bring you in is right there at the bar. Music is going already. Staff in there dancing already. Drinks is flowing already. So you like, oh shit, I ain't got to the room yet. And then when you get there, like they give you and this was 10 years ago. It might have changed, but they give you a card. It looks like a credit card. That card is connected to your actual credit card. And so when you need something or you want to buy something, you just use the Carnival card and then it transfers to your actual credit card. Now the thing that they was doing, because it was me and my wife, and it was Eric and Willie.
Oh, okay.
And our wife, so it was 6 of us, yeah. And so, see, we had kids with this time. This next time we go, ain't no kids.
Oh, you brought the key.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they was young. We had to.
Yeah, you had to.
And then, they had this thing on Camp Carnival. We just like take the kids to Camp Carnival.
Yeah, go on there.
Deuces. See you later. But they didn't care. Shit, they was like, whatever. You go ahead and go do it. So, but anyway, so anything you need, you just get on that Carnival car, and you be sitting out on deck, man. They come around. Every day there's a different drink of the day. You guys want a drink? Yeah, give them a car. The buffets, fill the buffets.
You said the what?
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, Tim. Got your attention, huh?
The buffet.
24 hours a day, man. 24/7. That buffet is gone. Yes, sir.
24/7.
Yes, sir. At least it was then. I don't know if COVID changed that, but yeah.
All inclusive?
Yeah, this is yeah. The buffet was, we didn't pay nothing extra for the buffet. That was included in the price. Yep.
Yeah. My ass gonna have to go on the road.
Keep in mind, this was 10 years ago, but this is how they did it. So you got this Carnival card. But now, one thing you gotta watch out for is that what me and Willie noticed is that they were adding tips on and not saying anything, right? So you look at your bill, you're like, wait a minute, why'd I get who did I tip for this? Who did I tip for that? But you go down to customer service. So me and Willie went down to customer service, like, yeah, take this off, take this off, take this off, take that off. All these tips, all these extra charges, nope, take them off. But then, what we both did was the automatic tips they added on there. We took them off, and then I would give I can't have the porter, whatever they call him. I would give him cash, so he didn't have to split with nobody. So here, take this. This is for you. At the end of the trip, I gave him out. It was a good amount of money, but I gave him cash basically. Because he was dope. You leave and you come back and your bed be made, and then he had the towels all wrapped up, looking like a dog and all kinds of stuff. It was dope. Yeah, but the food. Oh, they had the food.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah,
we went to Key West and Cancun.
Okay.
And we went. Talking about speaking of LeBron, we went right after LeBron came back. And the ship left from Miami. Oh, yeah, you know me. Really had the cash gear out, man, for show. For show, man. We went down there. They was
upset.
We wasn't in Miami long. We might have been in Miami for like an hour, maybe two, but we was calved out that day. Me, Willie, and Eric. We was all calved out. He was like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't matter. Y'all gonna lose anyway.
You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So I gotta get serious for a minute because there's this what we all know what's going on over in Palestine and Gaza and all that kind of stuff. So now there seems to be this movement. I've seen a lot on TikTok anyway, with pro-Palestinian people basically demanding that Black people, so they're almost threatening that if you don't support us, then we won't vote for Kamala Harris, then you'll just have a Trump presidency. So they're basically trying to threaten us with a Trump presidency. First of all, who do you think you're talking to? You don't scare like that. You can't just come talking to Black people. Are you crazy? You crazy? You can't just come talking to Black folks. You can't be threatening nothing. You can hold us hostage for you. Fuck out of here. You think who y'all think y'all dealing with? That's number one. Number two, Donald Trump released his he called it his core 20 promises to the American people. Things he's going to do when if he gets elected. I don't think he's going to, but if he gets elected, these are things that he's going to do if he gets elected. And so with these core 20 promises that Trump made, and you can go look this up, and this is for all you pro-Palestine, Gaza folks, y'all trying to kind of basically strong arm Black folks into supporting you. Number 18 on that list of Trump's 20 core promises to America: deport pro-Hamas radicals and make our college campuses safe and patriotic again. So y'all talking about what Kamala Harris ain't doing, and Kamala Harris is supporting genocide. No, again, number one, Kamala Harris, she's the vice president. Okay, understand? Go take a civics course. She's the vice president, right? She said on numerous occasions there needs to be a ceasefire right now between Israel and Gaza. She said this on numerous occasions. Now, she could go up to Joe Biden and say that until she's blue in the face. Joe Biden is still the president. So if Joe Biden don't want it to happen, it ain't going to happen no matter what Kamala say. You know when Kamala can do something about it? When she's president, you dummies. So if you want her to do something about it, you got to get her into the White House. But back to Trump's core promises. Again, he wants to deport. If you are the people who've been going to these college campuses and rallying for Palestine and marching for Palestine, Donald Trump wants to deport you. I'm not making this up. He wants to deport you. You are a pro-Hamas radical, and he wants to make college campuses safe and patriotic again. He wants to deport you. While y'all sitting up here talking about what Kamala Harris ain't doing and what y'all ain't gonna do for Kamala Harris. Listen, you cannot ask us to support you and you're not willing to support us. It don't work that way. This ain't a one-way street. We got to think about, listen, Black people, we got to think about Black people here in America first. Sorry. We can worry about Palestine once November is done. when November is done, then yeah, we can go ahead. We can talk about Gaza, and we can see what's going to happen. What we not going to do is let y'all strong arm us into supporting Palestine. That ain't happening. I'm not sure who you think you're dealing with. That ain't happening. We're not going to be strong armed to helping y'all with this whole pro-Palestine thing. And again, if you want Kamala to do something, she has to be the president first. She can't. She's the vice president. She has no authority to do anything. It's Joe Biden. It's not her. And again, this ain't no shade of Joe Biden. I'm just telling you how it works. She can stand there and yell at Joe Biden to ceasefire till she blew in the face. If Joe Biden don't want to happen, it ain't gonna happen. He's still the boss. Y'all need to realize that.
This is exactly why I don't like the fact that we have to depend on these motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. This is exactly why. I knew at some point during this race, it was going to be some issue that y'all were going to hang y'all stupid little liberal hats on, and she didn't agree with it, or she needs to make a change, or else something was going to happen. We're not going to vote for her. I knew this was coming because I hate being the one to play the card because I'm always playing it, and it sounds like,
it's always being dealt.
Always being dealt, though. I knew you were going to come up with some stupid reason not to vote for a black woman, and I understand, and I knew it because I've seen it before. We've seen the rhetoric of what happened when you put a black man in office. All of you have lost y'all damn minds. And again, I'm sorry, I don't believe that there are 90 million or however many votes that Trump got, that there are 90 million or however many of those crazy nut job hillbilly lunatics running around. I know some of y'all on the left-hand side slid in that office and put that little pencil down for Trump or whoever it was, because we can't, because
you didn't like Hillary Clinton.
You didn't like Hillary Clinton, you didn't like Obama, and Kev, I watched you. You liked one of his videos. It's a guy on TikTok, the guy with the gray beard and everything.
Tom Powell.
Is that his name? He explained it perfectly well. He explained it how they think that how it's a security thing for them, that the presidency, as much as we get equal rights and everything, the president's always going to be white. Mm-hmm. And the president's always going to be a white man. And the fact that Obama got in office scared the absolute shit out of them. Like, oh, our superiority has been damaged here. Like, this is like he explained.
Wait, was it a white dude or a brother?
It was a white dude. It was a white dude.
Is either Tom Powell or Jolly Good Ginger.
White dude.
I'm sorry, go ahead, continue.
And he explained how him and his father have these the policies of basically Bernie Sanders. Mm-hmm. You're sitting here, they want universal Medicaid and colleges for everybody and all this other stuff and everything. LGBTQ rights, women's rights, abortion. They agree with the left on all of that. Mm-hmm. He said he asked his father about Barack Obama, and he said his father said the White House is called the White House for a reason.
That was Tom Powell. That was Tom Powell. Yep.
And I was like, wait, what? The White House is called the White House for a reason. The only black people that should be in the White House are there to serve the white president. I was like, your father, your liberal mm-hmm. father said that. I was like,
and to be fair, from the most what I've been seeing on TikTok, a lot of it is not white people; it's actual Palestinians.
What are they going? What vote? Okay, I'm sorry.
That are here. I mean, Palestinians that are here.
No,
But I'm just like,
your vote don't mean shit. Okay, let me just be real. Let's just be real about it.
I mean,
let's just be completely 100% about it. What you mean you gonna boycott? What you gonna boycott us? Our vote counts more. Our vote counts more than you. Oh, please.
It just, it's like all of you need to take a civics course and understand. Like somebody, I was on a Facebook post earlier, and somebody was like, "Well, Kamala, you're in office now. Why can't you lower groceries?" Like, do y'all understand what the vice president does or not? You don't have any understanding what the vice president does. Like, He doesn't. The vice president, whoever it is, does not write. What legislation did Mike Pence write up? Zero. They don't do that. That's not how it works. The vice president does, and even if they wanted to, Kamala doesn't have the authority to do that. She does not have the authority. They're not going to skip Joe Biden and go to Kamala. They don't. It's not how it works.
At some point, you should have. What subject does your wife teach?
She teaches like math and English.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say at some point we need to have a teacher in here to teach civics all over again. Because nobody. That's a damn good idea, Phil. Nobody seems to understand anything.
Or a historian or something, because y'all don't. The vice president can only do so much, and it doesn't include writing up legislation. It doesn't include signing anything in the law, right? Anything that comes through Congress, and needs approval to become law goes directly to Joe Biden's desk. They don't even they walk right past Kamala's office, and it goes directly to Joe Biden's desk. Why do y'all not understand that? You ain't talking about what Kamala can do. Kamala can't do shit, and she don't get into the White House. If y'all want her to help you with Gaza, you want a ceasefire. If Kamala's been saying, yes, there needs to be a ceasefire, but Kamala ain't gonna throw Joe under the bus. Kamala ain't gonna be like, well, it ain't me, it's Joe. But if you have a basic understanding, right?
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe. But if you have a basic understanding of civics, you already should know that. We did it, Joe. It ain't. It's not Kamala. Like, you know what I think, Phil? I think because in these past 3 weeks or so, Joe Biden has basically disappeared.
Gone. Joe is on the island somewhere,
and all we see is Kamala Harris. So I think people actually think Kamala Harris Kamala Harris ain't the president yet. She ain't the president yet.
Joe is on the island somewhere enjoying himself.
But can I say this too? I feel like I think she's gonna kick his ass. She's gonna kick his ass. I really think so. I really think so.
Become unhinged.
He is
un
the whole and let me here's the thing, Phil. And so with this whole thing with Kamala Harris, we are seeing we've talked about this, me and you. We've talked about this. We are seeing exactly what conservatives think of Black women. We're seeing it right now in real time what they think of Black women, and they can stand up there and they can say, "Nah, we don't. It's not her color. It's her, no.
Isn't it funny how as soon as she got the nomination, well, this is how you sleep your way to the top.
Yep.
I was like, what?
And now all of a sudden, Jamaicans not Black. Y'all didn't say Bob Marley wasn't Black.
Bob Marley is Black.
Marley is Black.
Let y'all not try to wreck Bob Marley.
But I shot the sheriff.
Facts. But this is what conservatives think of Black women, right? They don't. Never mind. They call her stupid. Never mind. She graduated from arguably the most prestigious Black HBCU in the country. Never mind that. University of California Hastings School of Law. Never mind that. Graduated with a degree in political science and economics. Never mind that. They think she's stupid. They think she's not qualified. They claim she slept her way to the top. And these are the same people who will sit around here and say Kamala Harris slept her way to the top and never said one single solitary word about Melania Trump. And Melania Trump was actually out here doing softcore porn with another woman, I might add. You can look that up. So
I think I will.
I mean, Melania was out here booty butt naked. And they didn't say one word. They said Melania was modeling, but Kamala Harris this is what they think about Black women. This is exactly what they think about Black women. Exactly. And they'll say these things about Kamala Harris and then turn around and smile on Black folks' face like it's all good. Meanwhile, and again, if you go and debate her on policy. I still have yet to hear any of them talk about policy with her. They spend so much time and energy trying to convince everybody she's not Black and that she slept her way to the top. They ain't even talking about policy because they can't. They got nothing to talk about.
The news ain't talking about policy either. Nobody's asking anything. This is just a mud slinging fest.
It's crazy. But I do believe. I just, you know what it is, Phil?
I hope so, because I know the first people that can go.
Hey, listen. Okay, you're a basketball fan. You love basketball. I know you do.
Yeah.
This is, but what we're seeing right now, Phil, is Trump's team was ahead. Trump's team was ahead by like 6 points, right? All of a sudden, timeout gets called. They come back out, and now the other team comes out, and they start to go on a run, right? Now they're going on a run. And now the run is like 8-2. Now the run is like 14-4. Now the run is like 16-4. Now the run is like 22-4. And before you know it, the other team is going on a 28-4 run. And the coach who was up, he can call as many timeouts as he wants to. He can sit there, he can plead with his guys, hey, wake up. And nothing is working. The other team is going on a 28-4. You know, this is Steph Curry versus Serbia. That's exactly what this is.
I was about to say this sounds like
this is Steph versus Serbia
state type runs and everything back in the day.
And they can't stop it. They can't stop it. This is Steph versus. You coming at me? Okay, let me just step to the left here. Hit this three. Okay, I'm coming on to. Oh, it's two of y'all. Let me just launch this rainbow up here.
Look here.
And all that.
Look here.
They can't stop it.
That might have been the greatest shot of all time.
I mean,
that might have been the greatest shot of all time.
That's what this is. This is Steph Curry versus Serbia. They can't do nothing. They can't stop it. And they know, he knows that's why he's becoming unhinged. That's why he's so crazy. He's out here so crazy.
There was this montage on the Daily Show where they had showed he's using the exact bullet points that he used against Joe Biden, against Kamala Harris. You're unethical. You're
Crooked Joe.
You're Crooked Joe. She's just as crooked as Joe, and she's just as incognizant as Joe, and she's unqualified like Joe was. I was like, y'all couldn't come up with no different points.
They don't have anything.
I was like, yeah,
they don't have anything.
Y'all are trash.
They are circling, and again, I don't want to be too confident, but you can look at his campaign. They are circling the drain. They don't have anything. He picked possibly the worst person he could ever pick for a VP candidate, JD Vance. JD Vance he would have been better off going to get Billy Clinton again. You know what I mean? Like, he would have been better off going to get George W. Bush or something. JD Vance is the worst possible pick for VP for him, because JD Vance, they are already tearing him apart. And when him and Tim Walz debate, it's going again in both these debates. When Vance debates Walz and Trump debates Kamala, it's just going to be.
Hey, yo,
it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yo, I'm sorry. This sounds bad. I can't wait for Kamala to debate Trump, because I promise you, I'm going to have a bucket of popcorn.
Yes.
I'm going to smoke me a blunt.
Yes.
Because it's going to be funny.
She's going to rip him to shreds.
Murder him.
She's going to rip him to shreds.
When I listen to him speak, first of all, there's nothing elegant about it. There's nothing professional about it.
Nope.
You don't sound like a politician. But then when I listen to him talk, there's no facts that come out of his mouth. There are no facts that come out of his mouth whatsoever.
Did you see that post I made? This dude had the audacity to get up there in that little bullshit ass speech. He's holding press conferences. Nobody's asking for these press conferences. He's just holding press conferences because all the attention and all the cameras and all the eyes are on Kamala Harris.
But I had 30,000 people at my press conference.
This motherfucker said he had more people at one of his rallies than Martin Luther King had at the I Have a Dream speech. What?
Man, what?
He said he said he had more people at one of his rallies than Martin Luther King had at the I Have a Dream speech.
At the Million Man March.
Tim, he's losing it. He's losing it, Tim. He's losing it.
I don't think I heard what you said.
I have the greatest crowds of all time.
We have more people in it. I posted. If we friends on Facebook, right? Go to my page. I'll tag you in. I'll find and tag you in. We have more people. If you look at the Democrat and how it was shaped up and how him and mine and his,
you'll never report it.
We had more
it's
people.
Fake news.
Than Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech.
And that's why I tell people all the time, I was like, look, I don't give a damn what your issue is. I don't care.
Nope.
I have no. You don't want to vote for a black woman. You don't want it. What? You cannot have.
Hold your nose and go for Kamala Harris.
The man that you can't have a look. We all know sometimes politicians lie. Mm-hmm. We know this.
Yes.
But I've never seen somebody to get up there and habitually lie.
He's a habitual lie stepper.
He believes his own lies.
Yep. And his people believe it too.
And they believe it too.
His people believe to all respect to Charlie Murphy. He's a habitual
line stepper.
That's what he does. And here's the thing for me. I have seen
Charlie Murphy a tennis.
I have seen people on my Facebook timeline. People who I know are smart. I know these people are smart. I know they are. They are sharing like this whole thing where the crowd at Detroit was supposed to be AI and it wasn't real and there was no reflection of people who I know are smart are sharing it. And I'm like, what is the matter with you? What are you doing? You cannot come on, man. I know you're smart in this. I know you are. I know you personally. I know you are smarter than this. What is it about this one man? This one man got y'all. And I was like, this dude.
Scary.
This dude.
It's scary because it's rooted so deeply in the fabric of this country. Mm-hmm. It's a combination of, oh my God, we're scared of the brown people, racism versus the conservative background that's always been behind this country.
Yeah.
Versus and it's kind of got the frosting of the Christian nationalist thing painted on top. Like, oh, so he wants this country to be what it looks like at the oh God, what show? The Andy Griffin show or something, or something out of Mad Men when, real talk, if y'all ever watch a show and you don't need to just watch one episode for me, watch Mad Men.
Mad Men?
Mad Men.
Okay.
And if you watch Mad Men, you will see how these people used to operate. Mm. I mean, terrible. You want to talk about, and this was in New York. This wasn't even down south. You know what I'm saying? This was in New York. These people were, they were black people were here. The way they would treat the women is just crazy.
That's what they're trying to take us back to.
And that's what they meant. It is woven into this fabric of the country. The religion says a wife is supposed to have her place and you're supposed to be here at home, baking cookies, watching over the children. No, you can't have a life outside the house. You can't have I couldn't believe in like the 50s that women couldn't have a credit card without their man's permission. I was like, what?
You couldn't, I saw it was like you could refuse to sell a home to a woman up until like 1988 or 84.
Like, what?
You could refuse to sell a home to a woman. It's crazy. And I'm telling you, this election, women are going to be the ones who put Kamala Harris in office. Men are going to help, but women are going to put Kamala Harris in office. Sometimes I'm like, what kind of bizarro world are we in right now? When you have a Kamala Harris and Tim Walz go and have a rally in Arizona, which has always been red, and you have the mayor of Mesa come and a lifelong Republican come and speak at this rally, and he basically says, I don't recognize my party anymore. Okay. And so he's there, and there's a group, Republicans, Arizona Republicans against Trump or something like that. Republicans for Harris, something like that.
Because they're out there.
Yeah.
They are out there.
And it's crazy. I'm like, Arizona has always been red.
But Kev, he went so far as because when John McCain finally realized what kind of nut job he was and what he was doing to the country. John McCain is a war hero. John McCain was a prisoner of war. He went to prison in another country for this country. So you know he's a patriot. So you know when he saw what type of foolishness you were headed diverting his country to, he was like, oh no, we don't have nothing in this. And the moment that man said something against Trump, they started spitting on this man. I mean, shitting on him from a height. And I'm like, as much as y'all talk about the support our troops, this man went to jail for y'all in another country.
He went to war.
And you shit on him because he said something about Donald Trump?
When the country called, John McCain said, I'll be there. Trump was like,
nah, I'm good.
Had his daddy get him out five. And this is the thing that really, this is why I get so upset when I hear conservatives question Tim Walz' service, because I'm like, not really upset. That's not the right. I don't get mad, but I think it's hypocrisy at its finest, because you guys are questioning Tim Walz' service while simultaneously groveling at the feet of a 5-time draft dodger. But you're questioning Tim Walz, who did 24 years in the military. But you'll grovel at Trump's feet, and Trump didn't do one day. The country called him and said, "Hey, Donald, we need you to come." Nah, I'm good. 5 times. But you questioning Tim Walz? That's crazy to me. That's wild.
But that's what it is now. And I will never forget, God rest his soul. I can't. God, what was his name? I had a coworker. He had a heart attack. But I remember, and this was back when I was still at Progressive, and this was the first time.
Progressive,
the good old days. And I remember this is the first time. And we're sitting there, we're talking politics and everything. I think he's a Democrat, because he's like, yo, I don't fuck with Trump. I don't like Trump, none of that. I think he's a Democrat. He comes out and he's like, no, I'm a Republican. I voted Republican for every Republican presidency since, I think he said, since the first Bush.
Yeah.
And he told me, he was like, Phil, I don't know who the hell these people are.
Yep.
I have no idea who these people are.
MAGA has completely taken over the Republican Party.
And then I realized how crazy they were when I had a MAGA sit next to me. And you don't understand, every day I had to hear, he's gonna do this for black people, and black people this, black people that, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, dude, there are literal facts that I have read in the newspaper.
I don't care about facts
of how racist Trump is. Why am I going to vote for somebody who's an open racist? Why would I do that?
Facts are like kryptonite to Superman.
And that's when that's before I started diving into it. That's when I realized, I was like, oh yeah, these people are loony.
Insane. They're insane.
They are loony.
They're insane. And let's not forget, again, he said about 2.5. They're planning something. I don't know what it is. And when I say they, I'm talking about MAGA, I'm talking about Trump's campaign, because again, we've talked about this a couple times. Now, in the past month, Trump has told his supporters that he doesn't need their vote. And in one round, he said, all you got to do is vote for me one more time. One more time. You need to vote for me one more time. After that, you won't have to do it anymore. We'll fix it so good, you won't have to do it. That's what he literally, that's a quote. We'll fix it so good, you won't have to do it anymore.
Because he's already fixing stuff. He's already fixed it. I'm still worried about, like, hey, maybe he can go the route of, we're not going to ratify the election. So now we got to go through the Supreme Court. Who has control of the Supreme Court? Yep. Conservatives.
I think
here's the thing. They are, and if he gets in, if he gets in and he starts that, there needs to be a revolution, because there's no way in hell that you are going to get here to the United States and start ratifying the Constitution of, oh, now I'm a dictator. Now
I will say this, and call me naive. I number one, if he's, because listen, Kamala Harris has wiped the before Joe Biden stepped out. If you go back and look at some of the polling, Trump had this in the bag.
He did.
Kamala Harris has wiped out and taken over in key states, swing states. Not even if it came down to that, not even this Supreme Court can overturn election results in 6 or 7 swing states. They would have to go that far. That would spark a revolution.
Yeah.
If they try, not even this Supreme Court's going to wade into those waters. That's why I think he's done. I think he's going to get his ass kicked. But the question is not whether he's going to get his ass kicked. It's what's going to happen between November 6th and January 20th. That's what's going to happen between then, because
it'll be a shit show.
MAGA, you listen, they're not going quietly. They're not going quietly. He's not going quietly. They're not going quietly. So
go quietly.
Listen, hey, I was out of my cousin's house. You know, I'm about to go purchase that thing. Yeah.
I suggest. I highly suggest everybody.
Black folks, I would suggest you do. Tim, if you ain't got one, thing. You got one. You got one? Okay, I need to get one. I'm behind the curve. I need to get one because it's going to be between November 6th and January 20th. It's going to be crazy. All right.
Got my mama together.
Listen, man.
My mama even together.
Listen, got you, bro. It's going to be nuts. Together. It's going to get nuts.
Yeah.
It's been 2 hours already. All right.
Because it's hot.
It's hot. Yeah, we got to get out of here, man. It's hot.
I'm dying, bro.
Listen, man. Hey, we'll be back next week. Kevin Hanley, Phil Rucker, Tim on the board. This is Redline Radio, Real Spill. We'll see you next week. We out here. Peace.
It's real ill. It's real ill. It's real ill. It's real ill. Ain't no chill. Real ill. Ain't no chill. Real ill.